Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my followers, my viewers, depending where you're watching from. Easter Babies back again. So today we are talking about parents and children. Also, parents, don't ignore these three facts to be able for you to train your children properly. Number one, responsibility. What do I mean by responsibility? You should train your children in a way that they should be responsible. What do I mean by following a timetable? There's time for everything, not just every time you're playing, every time you're eating, every time you're watching TV or playing video games. There is time for everything. And every responsible child knows that when they come back from school, which the parents are supposed to set on the timetable, come back from school, they take their baths first of all, eat their food. After that, they have a little siesta and then they do their assignments, or they do their assignment before they have their siesta. This is the normal routine every student and every child is supposed to take. So if your child follows this timetable properly and accordingly, they are responsible, and you should be able to train your children in the way they should be responsible. Secondly, accountability. Every child should be accountable. Your children should be accountable. What do I mean by accountable? When your child does something, he or she knows that their parents are not around at that moment. They should be able to walk up to you and tell you, "Mommy, this is what happened." For instance, if they break a plate or you break a glass cup, they're supposed to walk up to you and tell you, "Mommy, this is what happened. I broke this plate and I'm sorry." Or not just packing it and go to hide and say, "Yes, anyway, we have plenty cups." They will not notice it, because most children do that, and most times is not good at all. It's not just most times. It's not good at all for a child to just do something without walking up to the parents. But if your child is able to walk up to you and tell you, "Mom, this is what I did when you were not around and I'm sorry for it, please forgive me," they are accountable and they are also responsible. This shows that your child is accountable to you and to any other person. This is how you're supposed to train your children, for them to be able to be accountable to you or tell you everything that happened in detail and how it is, not removing any part from it. Okay, thirdly, contentment. You should be able to train your children in the way they should be contented with what they have. Every child needs to be contented with what they have, and not just when the child cries. For instance, me, I've been asking my mom to get me this cat ear headset, and she was like, "I'm not getting it for you. You have other things. You don't even need headset. What do you need headset for?" And I was begging her, "Mommy, all my friends have it." She said, "Even if I wanted to buy it for you, because of you mentioning all your friends have it, I won't get it for you. So because your friends are doing things, you want to follow them and do it. I'm not getting it for you. If you have earpiece, use it like that. Besides, what are you using earpiece for? It's going to block your ears." So give your children disadvantages of things before getting it for them, and not just because they will cry, "Mommy, please now, mommy, please now, all my friends have it." You run and go and buy it for them. Even if you don't have the money, you will borrow from people and go and buy it just so that they'll be happy. You're spoiling your child. And if you send your child something, that's also part of responsibility. You send your child something and they're not able to do it, and they come back to you, they're supposed to walk up to you and tell, "Mommy, I'm sorry, I was not able to do this thing." And you should not use your hand to go and do it for them, because if you do it for them today, you still do it for them tomorrow, you still keep doing it for them over and over again. So if you leave it for them to do it, or they can walk up to you and tell you, "Mommy, I'm sorry," you say, "Okay, please, mom, I'm sorry, I will do it in next 2 hours." That is responsible, that child is accountable, and that child is also contented with what they have. Please, parents, you should try to install good manners in your children, and children also try to learn from your parents, because they are more experienced than you and they have seen more things than you have seen in